अस्सलाम वालेकुम। प्रोग्राम टैक्स और अवाम लेके हसन अली कादरी आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर है। नाज़रीन, आज का जो हमारा प्रोग्राम होगा, हम अब आगे जो कन्वर्सेशन करेंगे वो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में होगी, क्योंकि आज का प्रोग्राम हमारा चाइनीज़ डेलीगेशन के साथ है। एंड टुडे वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट CPEC. सो द टॉपिक इज़ अबाउट CPEC, द चाइनीज़ पाकिस्तान इकनॉमिक कॉरिडोर, which has been happening these days, and a lot of development has been happening regarding that. So for here to discuss the same, we have our honorable guest, Madam Serena. She is a legal attorney from Beijing. Along with him is Mr. Nuwan Shahid. He's an advocate. He is also the Joint Secretary of Lahore Tax Bar Association, and on top of it, he belongs to Mansha Group of Tax and Law. Besides him is Madam Yoko Ho. She's also a legal attorney from China. I welcome all my honorable guests here. You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
So, Madam, you've seen all the legal system from China, and the CPEC is going on here, the China's Pakistan Economic Corridor. To start off, I would like to have your opinion regarding CPEC. What's your opinion regarding CPEC?
Opinion?
Yeah, what do you think about CPEC?
I think it's a very good thing for two of us country, and it's create a new international relationship in the world, make our country more close, and two of the country more friendly and kind. Yeah.
Okay. Nuwan sir, as you have seen that these people are here in China, and we will see a lot of people here, and you have seen that these people are coming in here to do the business, and these are the scenarios. How do you see, what is your opinion, because there's been a lot of political changes at the moment. It started from when it was Triple P government, then it arrived in Nawaz Sharif's government, basically Noon League government, and then going forward it was basically now it's Mr. PTI's government, Mr. Imran Khan, the Prime Minister. So how do you see this thing evolving over the years?
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks a lot for asking me. The thing is this, that for CPEC, if we want to look at it, we have to go back through around 1960s or 70s for about Silk Road project. Exactly. When it started as a Silk Road project, and it's a very long journey towards the CPEC for the completion of this project. It started in 1960s, and around more than 500 people died in this project.
Exactly.
And the Silk Road project is, you can say, an ancient project.
Yeah, quite ancient.
Yes, quite ancient project, because it's a very long way. The historical history gave us a lesson about it, that it is the main route of trade in all Asia towards Middle East, toward all over the world. It connected the whole way.
Affecting multiple countries, basically.
Yes, affecting multiple countries. And the borders came into being around 100 years before. Before
exactly.
that, it's a regional activity,
yeah,
the trading activity. But right now, due to the borders and due to the free countries and free trade partnerships, they are coming day by day. So they made up a route which is benefited for every one of us. And then first they are started by China and Pakistan, because it's the main key players in that. Okay. Then Russia is also going to join us, and it's the shortest way to do a good business among all the other countries.
There's a win-win situation for all.
Yes, a win-win situation for everyone else, because people here are saying that if the China going to start this business line, we will become a colony of China.
Yeah, definitely. That's a misconception to be cleared.
Yes.
I'll come to that question. That's a misconception to be cleared.
Yes.
Now, I would like to ask you, Madam Yoko Ho, that what's your thought about basically the CPEC project as a whole?
Okay, thanks for your questions. And in my opinions, I think it's really a wonderful decision to promote this project, because both of our countries can get beneficial from this project, and from all kinds of aspects, like we can buy Chinese food even in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And this is my first visit to Pakistan, but I feel familiar in there because we can see all kinds of Chinese things in there.
Okay.
And also when Norman in China, he also can find all kinds of machines from Pakistan. Yeah. And I think it's more convenient for us.
Things are getting more aligned, you will say, probably.
Yeah.
They're getting quite similar.
Yeah.
Okay, I would take
They are
also-
similar. Actually, they all are similar.
Yeah.
The thing is, the scenario is different.
Scenarios
the
are
making,
different.
the making of
Scenarios
things
are
are
different.
different.
Scenarios are different.
It's the same thing, same product, but the making is different.
But maybe moving forward, we are trying to complement each other. Right?
Yes.
Being a nation.
But I think the difference is good.
Okay.
That's how you can appreciate each other.
One should
If everyone has the
one
same
should-
thing, no one gonna appreciate it.
Yeah.
We
have
don't
to
have
learn.
the, yes.
We have to learn from each other.
Yes,
basically.
it's a
we have to
beautiful
learn.
thing.
Okay, I would also like to take this opportunity to ask you, madam, that how do you feel, because you said your first visit, so how you look Pakistan as a country?
I think people in Pakistan are really friendly and
Okay.
so nice. And I think because Chinese people all like Pakistan,
Okay.
and so we want to go to Pakistan to learn from this country, how we can get from this country, and how we can learn from Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah, even though it's my first trip to Pakistan, I think we will have the second visit, the third visit, and I love this country. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot for that. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Numan sir, I would also like to ask you that you have seen over the years, it's a general question that you've seen, we have also accepted this CPAC project and we are doing a lot, the Pakistani people. You've seen Chinese language courses going on, cultural situations being discussed and all that. How do you see things are being, the challenges which we face probably, they're being addressed now?
Yes.
How do you say that?
Yes, they are addressed now, and we have the solution as well now.
Okay.
So, and it is a very good initiative which is taken by the government level.
Okay.
And before that, as you said before, that PP, Pakistan People's Party started it, then the Noon League government, then the Tehreek-e-Insaf, all are just changing their faces.
Changing their faces.
But the project is same. Okay. Their motives are same.
Okay.
Their beneficiaries are same.
Okay.
We are the beneficiaries. Chinese are the beneficiary. Okay. Whoever comes in this project are the beneficiary. It's a win-win project for everyone. Everyone can get benefit from it, and there is no, I don't think so, there any kind of problem in it.
Okay.
Yes, there are pros and cons in everything.
Yeah.
But it's up to you what you want to take it from it.
One more thing which I would like to add on your conversation is that if you see their Chinese are evolving and we are also evolving, trying to evolve, but I would also like to clear one misconception, because many people think that change of government in Pakistan, especially Chinese people, because they will also be watching this thing over our channel and obviously when they'll see on the YouTube. So there is a misconception that the change of government is probably hurting CPAC. How do you see that? Is it
I can say so. Look, everyone has their own, you can say, scenario to judge things.
Yeah.
Definitely, Chinese is one of the superpower.
Yeah.
They must have to look
Yes.
very sharply, very accurately that what they have to do and what kind of government is operating in Pakistan.
Exactly.
They have their own fundamental rights, and you can say their own necessities to do business. So they.
Once, don't you think still it is a misconception, because as you said that the governments are changing, but the motive is the same, which means we are progressing as far as CPEC is concerned. So it seems like it's a misconception if somebody says so.
Yes, it is a misconception because it's a win-win situation. This is not a war. This is trade.
Yeah, trade.
This is trade, and trade is always the beneficiary, and the whoever wants to purchase it and whoever wants to sell it, all gets benefit by the purchasing.
And basically, it is a situation where we want to promote commerce and trade.
Yes, commerce
and
and
as far
trade.
as that is the motive, things are going in the right direction.
And it's the layperson is very lucky in this matter.
Yeah.
The best thing which happens in this scenario, in this case, is that the layperson will get the ultimate benefit.
Yeah.
He will get things very not that much costly,
Yeah.
which were being costly before. As you see, any product, we have seen that in Pakistan we have seen so much Chinese products right now, and they are willing to. First, we are importing it. Now they are interested to establish the industries.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it is a very good opportunity.
Which is
We
another
can do
opportunity.
the work, our
Which is
labor
another
can do work,
opportunity.
they
Yeah.
can find the jobs,
Yeah.
they can do work, and our relationships will
And
be
on the
good.
contrary, Chinese also have the benefit of cost reduction probably.
Definitely, they
Which
have
one
the.
has to agree? Which
Yes.
one has to agree?
Yes.
Okay, Madam Serene, I have a question to you that I would like to ask. This is your first visit to Pakistan,
Yes.
first time.
Yes.
How do you, as I asked Madam Yokoho, how do you see the country as a whole? How do you see Pakistan?
When I arrived at the airport, I see a workman in the airport. He's
Okay.
very nice to
Okay.
help me to get off the luggage.
Okay.
So I feel very warm in this
Okay.
country.
Okay.
And I think in that project,
Okay.
many Chinese construct company come to here to
Okay.
construct the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Now, once up, I would like to ask you another question. That we have been facing the war on terrorism, as we have seen over the past few years. Our respective army chief, Qamar Bajwa, has been working a lot on that, and previously Mr. Rahil Sharif, Honorable. And you see, now we are in a situation we have quite controlled it quite a lot, and we have a lot of we had a lot of security concerns, I would say rather.
Yes.
Now they are quite lesser at the moment. How do you see that perspective, basically?
Yes, when I see in the perspective of business corridor, I see, yes, it's actually a global conflict.
Okay.
This terrorism actions also happening in China as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But they have a strong economy. They have more resources to counter
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
We are not that much strong. They have probably have a 1.2 billion
Okay.
population. We are far away from them.
Yeah, yeah.
So we cannot compete them. But we are competing it at our own level. And I think so. I think we successfully done it.
We've done it quite successfully.
Quite successfully.
Yeah.
But we cannot compete it with them.
We cannot
Definitely.
compete, but we have.
We have to learn from it.
Probably we have to learn. And one other thing which, Prime Minister Imran Khan has highlighted, because you said about learning, something another which we have to learn from China is probably the poverty alleviation thing, which has
Yes.
been talked about a lot these days.
Yes.
In the World Summit, Khan Saab said that China has made this possible to bring out 700 million people out of poverty, and that is something remarkable. That we have a lot to learn also from China.
Yes, you have to. I also, when I have been there, I learned a little thing as well. Even the little thing, they drink hot water. We should have to start the hot water.
Yeah.
It is beneficiary.
Yeah.
It's benefit for everyone.
Yeah.
So why we just had to keep them? The Chinese drink this.
Okay.
We have to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Even the China, America, the positive things. We must have to educate ourselves
Exactly.
according to that.
Exactly.
It's not the knowledge is not someone's else property.
Yeah.
It's
very-
everyone's right
yeah.
to learn about
Knowledge
it.
increases by sharing.
Yes,
This
by
is
sharing.
This is probably one of the things
Yes.
which increases. by
That's why I
sharing.
bring the hot to bottle as well.
Yeah. Okay, we'll carry on with our conversation. We'll have a short commercial break and we'll be right back.